Be the witness in presence to the voice in your head.
No,
Don't
this is
judge.
not something we're skirting over. We are not skirting over this because this is, I'd say this is level 2. You do level 1 for a while, then you start doing level 2, which is the witness in presence. And, and that's an interesting area to go down.
It's the key. I love it.
To be able to watch yourself thinking.
Yes.
Because if you can watch yourself thinking, it begs the question, who is it that's watching?
Well, it's your soul. The key thing is don't judge. Because if you're the witness in presence that doesn't judge, you're not having an attitude, you're not having an ego about the thought, you're just noticing the thought and letting it pass.
This word judge is used a lot in Buddhism and meditation.
It's used a lot in your personal life as well, isn't it?
and I think it's a bit of a confusing word because judge, well, it says judgmental a lot of the time. It says look at your thoughts, but not with a judgmental attitude. And I think the problem is we all think of judgmental and judge as being heavily critical.
Sorry to interrupt, but do you think there's ever been a judge whose last name is Mental? You still there?
Yeah, I'm leaving an edit point. The irony being now it's going to stay in.
Yeah, I know.
Judge your thoughts, but of course, I spent the first few months, possibly a year, meditating and going, yeah, but I'm not judging my thoughts because I thought judge meant, I don't know, I'm thinking about the gas bill instead of meditating. Well, yeah, but don't judge that. And I thought, I'm not really judging it. I'm just thinking about it. But actually, when I analyse it, I was judging it. I was getting a little bit irritated that I was thinking about the gas bill. I wasn't judging the thought itself. I was judging me for thinking about the thought. Does that make sense?
Yeah, apart from your example.
Well, no.
Like, no one's ever thought about the gas bill, have they?
Look, a lot of my references are very 1970s. We're all paid by direct debit, right? But gas bill, I will often allude to the fact that if I'm doing a joke about my wife having an affair, it's always the milkman. Because there is something I find very comforting about certain 1970s/80s reference points. Yeah. And I don't know what that's about.
And there's something very comforting your wife finds about the milkman.
Well, that's true. See? I like what you did there.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to say it was a good delivery, which is another milkman joke, but I didn't.
And I would say don't milk it.
And I'd say to my wife, please stop sleeping with the milkman. It does remind me of one of the jokes I'm pretty sure you wrote for me, and please tell me if you didn't, because I'm crediting the wrong person, which is still one of my favourite jokes I've said on television. Did you definitely write this?
I don't know. Okay. You have to tell me what it is.
Right. The joke is, it was based on a true fact that we did, a science show that said that if you name your cow, he'll produce more milk.
Yeah.
And it turns out with some scientific evidence that if a cow's got a name, he'll produce more milk. Let's discuss that on a different podcast, but for now assume that to be true because we proved it. And the joke on the back of it was, there must be some truth in this because my wife, she's always mentioning the milkman's name and we get loads of free milk.
It does sound like something I might have written, but I don't know. I can't remember.
I like that joke a lot. But if someone else has written that and they're listening, I can only apologise. But Neil's slightly taking credit for it, so blame him.
I have. It's my joke.
Ego.
I'll see you in court.
Doesn't matter.
And I know a judge we can use.
There is no limit to what you can achieve in life as long as you don't care who takes the credit.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan had it on his table. I don't think he wrote it.
He had it on his table?
Yeah, he had it on a little thing. He had it on a little plaque or something on his table. I don't think he actually wrote it. I can't imagine Reagan coming up with that.
No.
Remember the spitting image puppet?
Well, who was it then?
Well, it was a man who's had his hand up the puppet doing the voice.
Who came up with the quote?
Well, I don't know. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying no, he just had it on his table. I'd be saying no and then attributing the man.
Well, you said, you know who came up with that quote? And I said, Ronald Reagan. You said no. And then you didn't know.
I don't think it was Ronald Reagan.
Can we get on with the book?
Go on then.
Be aware of yourself as the witness. The thought loses its power.
Yeah, well, that's definitely true. I've done that a lot over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And if you are, I don't know, say you're ranting and you're in a bad mood and you hear yourself, you just go, right, I'm just not going to stop. I'm going to carry on ranting, but I'm going to have a little part of my brain listening to myself ranting. And then you soon realise it's ridiculous and it sort of fizzles out. But likewise, I haven't done it for the opposite. I haven't done it when I'm in a happy mood ranting. If I'm, can you be a happy ranter? But, you know, well, let's take it. I've never done this, but if we take the opposite extreme of anger, which is love, say you're making love, and you were talking whilst making love, which apparently I saw in a documentary is allowed.
Is it?
Yeah, you're allowed to
I
say
am
things.
going to have words with my wife.
No, you don't. Yeah, but you do speak, but it's not just sorry. I'm really sorry. You can actually say things which some people call sexy talk. Right? During sexy
No,
talk.
I want you to unpack this scenario where I'm just going, sorry, I'm really sorry.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. And you're sweating profusely, and your wife's texting.
like
I've got the whole image.
It's like you've been watching.
I'm the watching presence, and I'm not judging. Actually, that's not true. I am judging.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, but if you take happy times when you're and your attitude is a certain way, I haven't tested that. I haven't tested watching myself in positive times.
What are you talking about?
I'm making the point that I've been the witness in presence. I've tried doing it when there's a negativity like anger or sadness or irritation, a bit like I'm feeling now, and I try and watch myself. Oh, actually, that's not me. My brain's just going crazy. I'm all right. But I've not done it when I've gone, oh, this is fun. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm having let's call it in a 1970s, 80s way, bit of nookie. Right?
A bit of
When I'm
how's
a bit
your
nookie,
father?
a bit of how's your father. I've never
other.
thought, oh, but am I really enjoying this? This isn't me. I'm the watching present. I've never done that. I've only done it for the negative
Have
things.
you ever gone, am I really, this isn't me? And you go, oh no, it's the milkman.
That's yeah. I hope mine gets edited out now. My reference to milkman, because then people just think you're very 70s stroke 80s.